How many times have you heard someone say, red wine should never go in the fridge? It's one of those phrases that sound absolute truth, passed down forever, and often make people feel guilty if they dare to do the opposite. But today I want to clear this up once and for all. No, it's not true. The red wine can go in the fridge. In fact, in some cases, it should. Let's see why, without extremes and without rigid rules. Hi, I'm Pietro from Podere la Marronaia. We are a family-run farm. We produce organic and biodynamic wine in San Gimignano. Some of our wine won also the Verano Wine Hunter Festival. If you're interested to the wine world, follow us and subscribe. The idea that the red wine should never be chilled comes from a concept that was correct, but misunderstood. Traditionally, red wine was saved to be served at room temperature. The problem is that the room temperature back then is not the same as room temperature today. Homes are used to be cooler, often around 16-18 degrees. Today, especially in summer, the room temperature is often 24-26, if not more. And at those temperatures, the red wine suffers. When the red wine is too warm, the alcohol becomes overpowering. The aromas feels heavier, the taste becomes flabby, less balanced, and sometimes even burning. The wine loses its elegance and drinkability. It doesn't go bad, but it doesn't express itself, and it's missed, and it's often judged more harshly than it deserves. The fridge doesn't ruin the red wine. If anything, that could protect it. Lowering the temperature makes the wine fresher, sharper, and easier to read. Of course, this doesn't mean drink it ice cold. The fridge is a tool, not a punishment. You just need to use wisely. Chilling the red wine makes a lot of sense. In summer, when the room temperature is high, for young, light and low tannin red, which tastes much more pleasant and slightly cool. For open bottles, because the cold slows the oxidation and helps preserve the wine. In all these situations, the fridge is your friend. It doesn't need hours. Often, 15-30 minutes are enough to bring it to ideal temperature. If you refrigerate for storage, just take it out a few minutes before serving it. Wine isn't fragile as people think. It adapts quickly. With a very structured, highly tannic or very aged red, you should be a little bit more cautious. Can tighten the aromas and make tannins feel harsh. But even here, the fridge isn't forbidden. Just don't overdo it and let the wine open up again in the glass. The real question is not fridge yes or no, but at what temperature I'm drinking this wine. The right temperature, it depends on the style of the wine and the moment. There is no single rule, only listening to the wine and the context. When you stop being afraid of the fridge, you start drinking better. The pointless dogmas. You use simple rules to improve the experience. And often you discover that the red wine you thought was heavy just needed to cool down a little. So, it's not true that the red wine should never go on the fridge. It should go where it needs to, so you can enjoy it at its best. Here at Marronaia, we believe the wine should be respected, not trapped by rigid rules. If you want to keep drinking with more awareness and fever myth, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and come visit us in San Gimignano. We show you that the wine isn't afraid of the fridge, it's afraid of the heat. Cheers!